Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Betwixt the Between Tarot. Today we're talking about the energy of the week of May 25th through the 31st. And there's going to be a little bump of energy there on the 31st because we have the second full moon for the month of May. That makes this a blue moon. So this is going to be a moon where we're feeling that need to release things for emotional security and illumination, looking at our emotions and thinking about them a little bit more intensely. Something is going to be coming full circle. So there may be some endings coming up that you're kind of expecting, and stepping into new chapters. New things are happening. It's been a time where we have felt a little restricted, and now things are going to open up for us and be easier to understand and to move forward. So with it being a full moon, we're going to use the Moonology Oracle deck. Nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come from this situation. So something that you are in is requiring a second look, maybe even some change. Might be some change stepping in. Could be that new chapter we were talking about. And eternal. So we've got nothing will come of this situation and eternal for the energy of the reading. And let's take a look. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross and doing the full Celtic cross. We're not messing around today. Normally I'll do a modified, but today we're going to do the entire full Celtic cross for you. Also, I'd like to remind you that this is not a personalized reading, so not everything's going to match up for you, but where should I go? But not everything's going to match up for you, but what does is yours. So you may find some things that resonate with you and other things that don't. So just, take what means something to you and hold on to it because it is yours. All right. Got some big changes coming up for you. You have a lot going on, looks like. Looks like you got a lot happening in your world right now. And it's been a little chaotic. You're feeling a little lost and a little spun out even, I would say. First off, we're going to start with your current energy and where you are right now. And this is the Knight of Wands. It's brave. He's passionate. He is reckless, though. If it's on fire, he's running towards it. He's going to be the guy who is enthusiastic about stuff, but it can be kind of dangerous. But he loves a good challenge. So you're caught in a situation where you're in a challenging spot and it's something you do enjoy, but it is a little bit hard. The card that crosses you is the Lovers. So this may be a relationship card. You may have rushed into something a little bit too quickly, and now you're finding out, oh, this isn't quite exactly the thing that I need to have in my life. Or some of you may have even had success with it, but it is moving into a relationship super fast after a breakup. So I would assume that this is, since this is the Five of Cups, this is grieving a loss. And looking at this, it leads me to think that there might have been a breakup with another relationship, and you jumped right back into the line of action, of dating, of looking for love again, or it may have just stumbled right into your lap. You may have just fallen right into the puddle. But there was a time when there was some heartache going on where you could only focus on the loss and not see what you still had. Somewhere out of that came this Knight of Wands, and he can be kind of reckless sometimes and pretty darned impulsive. So you may be the impulsive one, or the person that has stepped forward towards you may be the impulsive one. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands, and with that you get the Eight of Swords. This loss that you had in the past has left you feeling like you don't matter, that you are in your thoughts thinking, I don't belong here, I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, all the negative self-talk that we do to ourselves, the looping of the conversations of why didn't I say what I should have, and why didn't I say this, why didn't I say that, and it leaving you feeling like you are just living on the edge. We're going to clarify the Lovers here, and the clarifying with the Lovers is with the Ace of Pentacles. Something is starting to take root. There's groundedness in this feeling, in this emotion. This also could be a new job offer coming up for you. It could be money coming in. There could be a change in your financial situation. But again, it could be just something that is beginning to take root within this new relationship that has just started. So Five of Cups, we'll clarify Five of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is somebody who is motivated to grow and to change. So despite the fact that you were feeling the loss and the grief of losing something or someone, you have been able to look forward and think about changing and growing and learning something new, perhaps, even if it's just about yourself. So in the future, you have the Magician, having all of the tools that you need. It is about being creative and an inspired act and self-confidence. So you may feel that self-confidence starting to come back, and you may start to feel more and more like yourself. The Three of Pentacles is clarifying this. It's working with a team. It is not being alone in something. Always having a partner or a coworker, friend, teammate there with you as you either learn something new, like an apprentice would, or even starting a new business. So perhaps there may be something with this potential job offer with the Page of Pentacles might lead you to a self-confident situation where you are able to start something of your very own. So that could be an amazing place for you to wind up. In your conscious mind, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of being overwhelmed and being tired and pushed to the very limit. It's about the need to delegate, if you can, some of this burden that you're carrying. If someone can help you with it, please let them. A burden shared is a burden halved. Letting someone carry some of that is going to make a difference for you. It's also the 10, meaning you're just about at the end. The King of Pentacles is clarifying that you are a leader and a good provider and taking care of things that you need to, very successful and accomplished. So this Ten of Wands and this burden that you're carrying, you are successful with the fruits of your labor, of all your hard work. In your position of the subconscious is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about setting a plan into motion. So this idea you may have for a future business might be in your subconscious brewing up and making you think maybe it is time to set this in motion. To clarify that Ace of Swords is Temperance. It's about finding the balance of both the work and other things in your life. It's patience, it's healing, it's moderation, it's having self-control to not overwork and to overthink and overplan things. So here's where it starts to get a little dark. I don't mean dark as in, oh, this is horrible, but things do kind of shift a little bit here. Your influence is the Tower. Notice this version of the Tower. This Tower isn't destroying her. She is holding on to something that is crumbling and needs to let go of it. This is not something that it did come about suddenly, but the need, the epiphany that it's time to let go of something that is going to crumble is there in your influence. This is your influence position. So you are feeling that this is going to crumble and it's not doing you any good. And if we go back to this, the moon card is nothing will come from this situation. So maybe it is definitely time. Maybe it's definitely, perhaps you might find that it's time to walk away from this crumbling situation and move into something that is more solid. Let's clarify that Tower card, and we get the Sun. Definitely. So there's going to be some clarity through walking away from that. And it's not like you had a choice. Towers don't give you an option. You've held on to something for far too long, something you didn't belong in. Perhaps a job that you felt like, oh, I hate the job, but the money's good, so I'll just stay. I'll never find anything better, but there is better, and the universe has made that choice to end that tower, make that tower happen and end whatever job or whatever relationship to lead you into something that is definitely has more clarity and leaves you feeling vital and revitalized and youthful. The next card we have for your environment is the Eight of Swords, and that is a card of feeling trapped by your own thoughts. You are the one that's holding yourself back. It's not something that anyone else has done that is holding you back, but it is yourself and the negative self-talk, and sometimes the thoughts of not being good enough. And you are good enough, Aquarius, you truly are. The card that clarifies this Eight of Swords is going to be a wonderful card. It's the Seven of Pentacles. It's planning ahead. It's seeing what the future could look like. It's not looking at what's happening right now, but what the future is going to bring to you. Right now is only good right now. But what about tomorrow or the next day? Take some time and think about what could be happening for you in the future. The King of Cups is in your hopes and fears position, and the King of Cups is very much about being balanced emotionally and compassionate and pretty diplomatic. He's your hopes and fears there, and the fear that that's not going to be what's going to happen. You're afraid that it's going to be something different. The Hierophant is the card that is going to clarify the King of Cups. And the Hierophant is about traditional things and about conformity. And with the King of Cups, that's kind of how things are. And that conformity may be part of the fear of the situation or your thought process even. So the outcome is Two of Pentacles, and that is a card of making a choice. It's balance. Anytime you see a two, there's usually one or the other. It's choice. Balance about relationships, balance about work, balance in your life, and finding what works. I've mentioned before on the channel, I'm not sure which sign it was, but we talked a little bit about the golden triangle. 8 hours of your day is for sleep. 8 hours of your day is for work, and 8 hours of your day is for the things that fill your cup, that make you feel whole and alive again. So the Two of Pentacles is about finding that balance in your life and making it a priority in how you are. And being clarified by the Hangman. Taking the time to look at every angle of that situation, of that triangle, and seeing exactly where and what needs to go in which spot. So take some time, step away from it, look at things clearly and as thoroughly as you can from every perspective, and see if you can see where the changes need to happen, because apparently nothing will come of this situation, and holding on to something that no longer serves you has brought about some changes in your life. So there we go. Let's pull a card from the Folia, the Arcana Folia, I should say, and that is Mindset. Find a different perspective. That's awesome that the final card that we pulled out was about perspective, and the Hangman looking at every little angle and every different perspective, and how Spirit is saying, look for a new perspective. Lovely. Very good. Thank you so much for being here today, Aquarius. Again, as always, I'm grateful to have you here along with me on my journey as I build Betwixt the Between Tarot. If anything connected with you or resonated, please don't be shy. Hit that like and the subscribe button on your way out, and we'll see you in the next one.